welcome everyone to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Blue Devils offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. These are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weapon.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody
turning it on. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Black Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Inside the 15. Touchdown, Army! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Durant. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Find some fresh air. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper, fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early sack. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Blue Devils. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to pass. It's Booker. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Looking to throw on 3rd. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's strong. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Booker. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Black Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Back's looking for the goal line. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They'll run play action. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Blue Devils are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hands it off. Sweet cut there. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. The option look. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Dawkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Bacon. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. All the way back to the 15. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Black Knights want to move quickly. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now they're going to throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Silver. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Dangerous screen into traffic. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. And he's going to bring this one out. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Finds a crease at the 20. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will keep it. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Black Knights.
We just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Dawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort. Every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Moses. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Safe completion on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Punts for the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. They're going to run it. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Moses. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're coming. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to keep. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Army! And the punishment has been extended. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Durant. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw again. Avoids pressure. Looking to the big tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot.
Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Off-play action on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durant. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dawkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Black Knights buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They go to the ground. He'll try to take it back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Durant. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton